microplastics and the marine littering, let us come here where the fishing nets, the farmers, they go to the ocean or the water body and they take fishes, they catch fishes. But there are two stories. One, if they get good fishes, if they get good amount of fishes, that is of course a good business for the farmer. On the other hand, they use this fishing net which helps them in catching the fishes, like see here, very effective for catching the fishes. But do you know what is the content, what is the manufactured material? These are all plastics. So what happens, the thickness of this thread is only 0.5 millimeter or 0.25 millimeter. So what happens, the strength of this does not exist for a long time, does not sustain for a long time. So maybe after 2 months, 3 months or 4 months, these are all torn out, or then it becomes ineffective for catching the fish. So what happens, this, see, there are also number of fishing nets, different types of fishing nets which they are using, and those are very effective for different types of fishes which can be caught by the people from the ocean. Now let us come to the negative part of it. What happens whenever these are not usable, whenever these are torn out, many of the parts, like see this one or this one, see, after some time this will be in a condition where the effectiveness of catching fish is not there. So what they will do, it will be just lying on the bed of the ocean or just offshore, and with time, with sunlight, this becomes broken into the fractions and very small part, and ultimately this becomes the microplastics in the ocean. And these microplastics, this is a huge quantity, and there are a number of farmers who are catching fishes throughout the offshore. So thousands of tons of this fishing net, after 3 or 4 months of the cycle, that becomes ineffective, and there is no existing system of taking those out from the ocean to a recycling plant. So ultimately this becomes microplastics, and this microplastics is mixed with this water in the ocean, and then this starts creating problem for the fishes. And as I told you, it is a cyclic order. This goes to the ocean environment, then it becomes fragmented into small pieces, then it becomes microplastic, and this microplastics is grabbed by the fish, eaten by the fish, and ultimately these fish are, whenever it is sold in the market, these fishes are taken by us. So ultimately this fishing net which we are using, throwing into the ocean, becomes microplastics, and ultimately it comes to our stomach. Means now we are taking these microplastics into our health, into our body, and this creates this creature form, this very mini size or micro size form of plastics is within our health, within our body. And you know that this creates the carcinoma and carcinogenic diseases, and that's why there are increase in the number of diseases, the cancerous and other things are coming day by day. So we must stop it. The government must stop it. The municipal body must stop it. The fishermen should be trained properly that once this is unusable, you please bring that, and there must be a rule in the local administration, in the ULB, that urban local body, that there all the fishermen must be trained that at the end of the life cycle of this fishing net, it must bring to the land and it should go to the recycling plant. And I'm 100% sure that these plastics are recyclable. So there are a number of recycling plants today in India. So this must go to the recycling plant instead of going to the ocean and converting into the microplastic.